I bought this pure Vogue 525 engine for 9 yuan per pound, $1.30 per pound. Is it a loss or a profit? Let's tear it down and find out. This clutch cover is toast. It looks like it was smashed by a forklift. Since this came from a salvage yard, they handle the loading very roughly. They just scoop them up directly with forklifts. So, basically, the exterior is never in good shape. Visual inspection of the clutch pressure plate. The clutch looks fine. This is a Japanese FCC clutch. The friction plates show almost no wear. This engine probably doesn't have many miles on it. The clutch basket is also in great condition. This whole clutch assembly should recoup at least 500 yuan. Now I'm removing the fuel pump. This pump should be worth at least 50 yuan, right? Even if you count it as 30. See? I've already made back more than half the cost. This bearing should be fine as well. It uses Japanese NSK bearings. Being imported, I could sell a single bearing for about 20 yuan. 6 bearings, that's 120 yuan. Not bad at all. Looks like I definitely won't lose money on this. Now it's just a matter of how much profit I'll make. This water pump cover is basically scrap. Worth about 2 yuan in scrap aluminum. The cam chain tensioner is good too. But the exterior looks a bit rough. Let's just count it as scrap aluminum. Though if not as scrap, someone might want it for 10 yuan. However, here's the catch. Not many of these 455/25 engines actually break down, so these parts might not all sell quickly. The starter motor is functional. That's another 50 yuan. The 2 ignition coils are also good. Probably worth 20 yuan each. Removing the valve cover, wait, this doesn't look good. Sure enough, the camshaft caps are snapped. Look here, the piece is still stuck on the bolt. One intake and one exhaust cam cap are both broken. This is painful to see. Ha ha ha, size. Why? Because these camshaft caps are line bored specifically to the cylinder head. If you just swap these caps with random ones, the camshaft will seize up immediately. So, because these bolt pillars are broken, this cylinder head is officially declared scrap. Otherwise, this head assembly could have made back several hundred yuan. This really hurts. And they still charge me 9 yuan per pound for this. Look how pristine these cam caps are. Almost zero wear. The more I look, the more it stings. Judging by the codes on these caps. This engine is from 2022. The camshafts are fine. And there's hardly any wear. The 450S/525 camshafts are made of ductile iron with an oxidation treatment. These camshafts still look brand new. These 2 camshafts should be worth at least 200 yuan. At this point, I've basically broken even. Other salvageable parts from the head include the valve lifters, valves, and valve springs. These small parts should sell for 100 or 200 yuan combined. As for the timing chain guides, they rarely ever fail. So these are just scrap. The chance of these breaking is very low. Let's check the cylinder block. This is a ceramic plated cylinder. Under the light, the surface is gleaming. The honing patterns are clearly visible. Alright, from this point on, we are officially in the profit zone. This used ceramic plated cylinder block should sell for 400 to 500 yuan easily. If it were a cast iron sleeve, it wouldn't be worth nearly as much. Let's look at the pistons. These are forged pistons. There's only slight carbon buildup from use. They are still very fresh. These forged pistons can be used in the 525S. Used ones should go for about 200 yuan each. After all, forged pistons aren't cheap. 2 pistons with rings are worth 400 yuan back. The crankshaft looks fine as well. Great. In the past, salvage yards sold engines for basically 3 or 4 yuan per pound. Ever since these short videos became popular, the yard owners have wised up. They watch my videos to see which engines are good and which ones are valuable. Stator looks okay, but the condition isn't great. The coils are intact. This stator should sell for 80 to 100 yuan, no problem. The idle gear is also fine. But usually, no one buys idle gears. So the salvage yard owner just squinted, did some quick math, and said he guaranteed I wouldn't lose money. I think he was actually talking about himself. When he buys these, it's probably around 5,000 to 6,000 yuan per ton. Let me show you a glimpse of the salvage yard. Truly just the tip of the iceberg. There's a 4-cylinder red-top engine in that car, and a Lanson engine for an oil-cooled plate. Engine. The oil pan was also crushed, so that's scrap metal. The inside is incredibly clean. No spun bearings. Oil strainer. The oil level sensor is broken. So far, this is what you'd call a win-win. As for the crankcase, I took a look. There are missing chunks, so it's unusable. I'll just finish the teardown to check the shell bearings. The shells are in great shape, still usable. Though these bearings aren't expensive. New ones are only about 20 yuan. The transmission gears, hardly anyone buys these. This engine has a very low failure rate. I've almost never heard of the gears breaking. But someone might need the bearings for another bike. So I'll value the bearings at 20 yuan each, since they're used. These are fracture split connecting rods. If someone accidentally spins a bearing, they'll definitely need the crank and rods. The rod bearings show almost zero wear too. Someone would surely pay 100 yuan for a rod. 2 rods makes it 200. Resetting the counter. Help me calculate how much profit I've made. The connecting rods and bearings on this side are also fine. The balancer shaft is good. How much do you think this balancer shaft is worth? And the main component, the crankshaft, is also perfect. Yeah, this crank will fetch a good price. The timing chain is still usable. This is a Japanese did timing chain. Selling it for 50 yuan isn't a rip-off, right? It'll probably be snapped up quickly. Transmission primary gear. The second balancer shaft. Main bearings. These are all still usable. It has a dual balancer design, so there are 2 balancer shafts. Alright, the teardown is complete. I've stripped everything that can be stripped. You guys do the math. How much did I profit? Thanks for watching. Give us a like if you enjoyed this.